What's up, everybody? King of Fomo here, coming at you with your daily crypto update. In this video, we're going to be talking about the Million token. Yet again, how much Million tokens in order to be a millionaire? What are my price targets? It's nice to check up in on this token again, and it's had quite a history, even though, like I said, my video introducing this thing was only a few days ago. In fact, its all-time high was, again, 5 days ago at $223. So, personally, I did buy back into Million token. I've set a position, and I've also positioned myself to be able to buy again if there is another dump. So that's the first thing I want to go over before we get into market cap and numbers here. This token is sitting at $96. If we take a look at the chart over here on DEX tools, you'll notice that with these community-based coins, a lot of times they'll have an initial pump and then they'll fizzle out and die, and they might have a secondary tiny pump, and then they'll die permanently after that. That's what happens with a lot of the meme tokens that are released on the Binance Smart Chain. People forget about it, they move on, the community abandons the tokens and finds the next thing. Million token, on the other hand, has had a little bit of a different story. So you can see here that it's different for a lot of reasons, but one of the reasons, looking at the chart here, it has massively recovered, not once right here, not twice right here, but 3 times over the past like 5 days. So that tells me that there's a lot of interested money in this token. There's a lot of people believing that this token can go up a lot more, and you know, the manipulation can only go on for so long, and like people who are manipulating these types of coins usually don't stick with manipulating it for a very long time. If they make money with it, again, they take their profits and move elsewhere. But with Million token having 3 massive recoveries, that's personally, now everyone else has their own different opinions, but that's personally kind of what tells me that this coin is probably going to stick around for quite some time. On top of that, if we compare Million token to other meme coins, their trading volume has not wavered. They're at $62 million in trading volume today. Again, a lot of times with these meme coins, especially after you have a huge dump, it hit a pretty fat low of about $44, $43 earlier today. So there's a lot of despair, a lot of people saying this thing was dead at that time. Little did people know that was the best time to buy the Million token, because it did resurge back up again today, 120%. So with all these factors combined together, the fact that this coin is still standing after the punches that it has taken, and that there's still volume and interest in this coin, it does give me the vibes that I get when I look at things like SafeMoon, when I look at things like Dogecoin, and when I look at a lot of other meme coins with the community to support it. And again, I'm not really going to talk about whether or not it's a good thing that the coin does stuff or not. I'm talking about whether or not you can make profits off of this thing. So actually, let me look at something real quick. So SafeMoon, which is a coin that really just took off out of nowhere and stayed in the top 100. This is one that I'm still surprised that it's still in the top 100, because I bought SafeMoon back when it first launched, essentially, and it rocketed up with Dogecoin and a few others. And there's a lot of people in my life, like my real life, that know nothing about crypto that have talked about SafeMoon, and like I'm surprised that it's up there. But that's what the power of community can do. So SafeMoon's sitting at a market cap of $1.5 billion, while we have Million token over here with a market cap of, where's the market cap? Not about $100 million. So I do think that a price target, and my price target's pretty much the same as before, the current price target is going to be $500 for Million token. I don't think that this token's going to fizzle out and go anywhere. These are just my personal opinions. It could. But with just comparing it with the beginnings of other communities, I do think that Million token is here to stay. So I'm going to probably load up on a larger bag a little bit later if this token does have another drop, which I'm not sure if it will. That's why I'm kind of trying to position myself and leverage for some more buys a little bit later. So again, comparing that market cap, $100 million for Million token and $1.5 billion for SafeMoon, which is a token that like came out of nowhere. So do I think that Million token can hit the $1 billion market cap? Yes, I do think it can hit the $1 billion market cap. However, that's one goalpost away from my next goalpost. But if it does hit the $1 billion market cap, then what you're looking at is 1,000 tokens. If you can get your hands on 1,000 of these things, then that is your ticket to becoming a millionaire with the million token. Now, for my first goalpost, which is $500, again, I said that in the last time I talked about it, and I still have the same price prediction right now. You're going to need about 1,500 million tokens to get to that $1 million mark. If you can capture that amount, then you'll be golden for $1 million right there. So we'll see kind of what goes on with this thing. The hype has not died down. There's been a lot of emotion, but you know, in times like this, you got to be a smart trader. If you think you have a winning coin right here, you can't really be shaken out that early. Now, personally, I did some smart trading. I sold close to, well, not really close to the top. I sold pretty high up. I bought at $70 previously, and now it's at $96. I sold at close to $200. So I made a little bit over 1.5x. I wish I would have brought it $40 earlier today, because it really just gives you that sense of security. Because I like going below $40. I really don't know. There's got to be a lot of just like a lot of big whales in this exit at the same time and just completely lose faith in this coin if it's going to go below 40 again. I really, like I said, I really just doubt that that's going to happen. But it could touch, you know, 60 or 50 again, and that would be pretty nice for a buy-in opportunity. But I do think that the next stop for a million token is probably going to retest its previous all-time high of $240 pretty quickly, like faster than you can really think about it and buy it. That's the number one thing. I've been talking with a lot of people about this, and they're like, man, I'm kicking myself for not buying million. And like, I'm almost certain that that's going to happen again. People are going to kick themselves again, knowing that it was at $40 and seeing it at its all-time high again really, really soon before they can even blink, at $223 here, which is kind of why I really do want to stack up on this token right now. And you know, the fact that it has volatility, volume, and promise in the long run, and a lot of the other coins that we're looking at are kind of moving either sideways. I think that it's just a nice power play to mess around with in terms of all meme coins. Like a lot of meme coins, they just go down 99% and never return. So those are just my thoughts about million token. And again, let's just take a look at some of the holders here. So if you want to be a top 500 holder, you're going to need 234 tokens. Sometimes those are my temporary goals, is to be a top X holder. But a lot of people, like this is one of the things that I'm saying, like a lot of people have been holding this token for a good amount of time. This is your top 50 right here. These are people with $200,000 worth of tokens, and they really haven't moved around that much. And you know, you have, again, up to your top 100, all your top 100 people have $100,000 worth of these million tokens. So that is that. Look forward to more million videos, hopefully in the future. And again, if this thing does dip, don't get mad at me. That's kind of what I'm crossing my fingers for on the sidelines. Actually, if it does dip, I'm going to want to suck up that opportunity. And again, most of the reason for that comes to the fact that this thing has rebounded hardcore so many times after a major dip. So we'll see what happens with this thing. You know, if you look at DEX tools, you can see some pretty major buy orders and sell orders here. So let me see here if we can take a look. This is a 6 ETH sell order, a 29 ETH buy order, a 15 ETH buy order. So, you know, there's interest and there's trading and there's volatility, and that's the kind of coin that I want to be in, especially like on these sideways months. Really, you can make a pretty penny, a nice profit from a coin like Million Token, due to the fact that like it can go from $96 to $150 back down to $34, and swing trading that is actually really easy if you have the patience to do it. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe, and again, I forgot to actually mention this. You can check me out over there on Patreon if you want to get these videos early. This is going to be important, especially if you're watching this and you're like, man, I missed out on Million. I missed out on the time it was $100. It's already $400 now, King of Fomo. What are you talking about? Well, it's probably because you're not a Patreon of mine. So sign up over there on Patreon to get these videos up to 24 hours early, and look forward to all the good information. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out.